Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball. The Braves are going to the World Series to face off against the Astros. How about it? Let's talk baseball. Hello and welcome to Talkin' Baseball, brought to you by DraftKings. My name is Jimmy. I got Trevor in California and BBD in the corner behind the dish. Jake is out stomping grapes with his gal on this Sunday morning. And you know what? Hats off to Jake, Trev, because you've missed a couple of these postseason runs. I've missed a couple because I got a pregnant wife and a lot going on. I think this is the first episode Jake's missed. And he's commuting to the office for almost every single one, just like BBD. Oh, bigger hats off to BBD, but great job by Jake. Holding it down for us, Jake. Being the rock that allows us to get some days off. So if he wants to go stomp grapes, go stomp some grapes.
I'm happy that he's getting to stomp grapes, but I'm also wondering who wants to drink the wine that comes from the grapes that Jake's disgusting feet were in.
I don't know, man. I think, the wine that you're drinking, I don't know if pristine feet are stomping those.
What kind of wine is getting the feet stomping? That's not all wine.
Is that just something they do for tourists?
Maybe. I don't want foot wine. I'm gonna.
Feels like you can just drop like a dumbbell in there and stomp the grapes now with bigger technology.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, how you doing?
Did it. The Braves did it.
The Braves did it. Eddie Rosario did it. The Braves bullpen did it, which might be the most wrong thing I've ever said, because I said that after I said the Brewers bats made the Braves bullpen look better than it was. The Braves bullpen is, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Trev is going to burn.
Oh my
Jake
God.
wrote a burn, sent it to Trev. So, we'll get into that. And then tomorrow, BBD, we'll do a World Series preview up with Jake.
Yeah, it depends if you want to do Monday or Tuesday. I think Monday has all of Tuesday for people to catch up to. But
yeah, I lean that we do it tomorrow.
Tuesday we might know more, but we can.
But Tuesday we might have more info. We'll figure that out. We'll decide on that later. Well, it looks like then we're gonna have one day off, either Monday or Tuesday, whichever day we don't do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Look out.
This was the first time I think we've done like 23 days straight. That was what it looked like. It was like, well, if we do this 23 days straight. So thanks everyone who's been tuning in. That's amazing. The numbers are great. We're growing. People are hanging out with us a lot. So good shit.
We love it too. We'll do more.
Can I let you gloat, Trev? Can I gloat for you? What a prediction. There's some people out there in the world that, go over, went over. Some people have premonitions that they stand by, and they get those wrong. March 31st, Braves over Astros. I tweeted. I don't even care if you're wrong on that. Like if you're right on that, I think you kind of get burned at the stake. But the fact that you got the two teams right is awesome.
I'm going to do a little deep dive into my text to see where my head was at on March 31st. What was I doing? What put me in that headspace? I know we did all the TPPs. So there was a little bit of knowledge, but it's a pretty lucky guess. Basically.
Pretty badass though.
It's pretty badass.
Right?
I'm kind of king of predicting things that may or may not come true, and people really like that and they share them. So I don't even necessarily have to get it right, like you're saying. I'm already there.
Pretty cool. Yesterday, so this is my home desk area. I got an awesome brand new desk. You can't see it, but those doors I'm going to cover up with a giant bookshelf, right? So I get some decor back here, and I need stuff to put on there. So I was on eBay buying tons of Trevor Plouffe memorabilia yesterday. I have on its way to me Trevor Plouffe Topps card. Okay. 18 card Trevor Plouffe baseball card lot.
Wow.
Trevor Plouffe Skywalker Star Wars bobblehead. And your Rochester Red Wings bobblehead.
Classic.
I tried to get Peter Moylan bobblehead, Jerry Blevins bobblehead, but they didn't get bobbleheads. I guess relievers don't get bobbleheads.
I bet you could. Maybe you're right. Maybe
I tried, not on eBay. Chris Rose probably has a bobblehead out there. Ooh, that's a fun one. He probably does, right?
You got a bobblehead, don't you?
No, we don't have bobbleheads. Yep. Oh no, that's Chris Harrison holding a rose from The Bachelor. David Cohn's probably got a bobblehead. Right, or when did bobbleheads start?
I feel like bobbleheads are old, Jim.
They're older than I would expect them to be.
I think they're like 1900s old. Like, I mean, not 1900s, like early 1900s. That seems like something like a porcelain bobblehead.
Google's telling me 1960, but that's just the automatic Google answer. So that's
still older than I would have thought.
You would have thought.
David Cohn's got some fucking cool bobbleheads from his perfect game when he's on his knees.
That guy's a stud.
Yeah. So anyway, I got a bunch of Trevor Plouffe memorabilia coming.
I love that, Jim. Hey, you know what I did this morning?
Mm-hmm.
It's cold out here now. I lit a fire in my fireplace. And I know you guys are like, most people here are like, oh, sweet, dude. But like, you don't light fires in California, especially Southern California.
Is Southern California getting rain? Because I know Northern California is getting pounded right now, which is great. And the Sierras are supposed to get a bunch of snow.
Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to hit down here.
Today it's not supposed to rain.
Yeah, we have some real wood fireplaces that you can't. I don't even think you can build them in Southern California anymore. I'm pretty sure you can't have wood burning fireplaces anymore.
Yeah, I was around a fire pit yesterday. It just ended up smelling like too much smoke for me. I'm playing disc golf today, so that's exciting.
Yes.
You want to get into this? You want to burn it? Are you ready?
Like, I think I'm ready. I don't know.
Well, it's brought to you and us and me. It's brought to BBD. It's brought to all the listeners by Dugout Mugs. Dugout Mugs on the last stream that we did told Jake and I, you know what? You don't have to read our copy. If you guys think you can do better on your own, just do it on your own. So the first Dugout Mugs ad read on the last live stream, pretty good times. And then the third ad stream, I wonder if Dugout Mugs changed course on the third one, BBD, because the third one was when Jake said, if you buy a mug from Dugout Mugs, you save a turtle because Dugout Mugs is in the business of torturing turtles.
Yeah, I think it's they kill one less turtle for every mug that gets sold, which, you know, not confirmed, but just to be safe.
So I don't know if Dugout Mugs enjoyed when they told us just to write whatever ad read we want.
Have they said anything?
I haven't heard.
After the first, they're awesome people. They love us. But after the first one, they loved the first one. We sang a song. I don't know if we got a response to the Dugout Mugs.
Have the turtle people said anything? Got to worry about the turtle people.
I don't know. But Dugout Mugs, they're letting you get a knob shot glass for free at dugoutmugs.com/talkin. You just pay the shipping. Is that still the same one? I pulled up the read from today, BBD. It's changing a lot.
I think it's not that one anymore. I believe they're starting however many days ago. It was the next 1,000 orders get a free knob shot with that. Not even the shipping costs are added to it.
Okay.
So we're probably getting close there. So get it in quick. Code JOMBOY 35% off.
35% off. It's their better than Black Friday discount. And if you're in the first 1,000, which we might be coming up on, you get a knob shot just sent with you for free.
Yeah.
So there you go. Dugout Mugs.
I think every industry's having shipping issues. You get it done now and make sure it gets there.
The furniture industry is having so many shipping issues. We finally got.
I've heard it's like a big problem.
It is. It's dude.
I haven't ordered anything in a while.
This is an aside, but I was talking to our friends at Stuffed Grass-Fed Burgers who work with us, and I went and got a burger with him, and I was just chatting. And my favorite burger is the brisket burger, and he was like, we don't have it. Like that line of shipping's down. He's like, same with onion rings. Like there's an onion ring shortage now. I'm like, man. And him and I were talking about how like the logistics of the whole world, no one knew how fragile they were. But like one link just gets stopped and the whole thing
falls apart.
It was kind of eye-opening, all the pandemic stuff. That's a deep aside, I guess, but
yeah. Order now,
Well, yeah.
get it in time for your holiday gifts. Code JOMBOY at dugoutmugs.com, 35% off.
It's beautiful.
All right, let's hear the music.
Oh my god.
Trev is gonna burn Jake's burn. Jake wrote it. Trev is performing it. Here.
God, the text is so small. Game 7 vibes for a Game 6 in Atlanta. Potential elimination game for the Dodgers. Mad Max Scherzer was scratched due to tiredness. Been there, but LA still had a good chance to walker away victorious with Buehler on the mound after 3 days off. Meanwhile, Atlanta will leave their fate in the hands of the last Ion Anderson and his sexpot beard, trying to bring ATL to the World Series. Bottom one, I like my peaches on the hot corner. Young Fit ground rule double, 2 bases for each one of those juicy honey hams he has rumbling in his pants. I wish I could play a game of quarters off that rum roast. 1-0 Braves top 4. It's stoner bashing time as Cody bellies one up. RBI single ties it at ones. Bottom of the inning, cat scratch fever. Eddie Rosario, I've seen him in the shower. I have, actually. 3-run ding-dong off of Buehler. Great AB. I do want to talk about that AB, James. 4-1 Braves, and we're going bonkers in Buckhead. Top 7, the Dodgers are rallying. AJ Pollock breaks his bat, but he's good at breaking things. RBI double. Great fortitude to make it 4-2. Ducks on the pond. I don't know. I didn't know this song. I'm sorry, Luke Jackson, but Matzek is real. Strikes out 3 hitters to get out of the jam. I haven't showered with him, but I'd like to. And I bet he has a big set of balls on them. Braves go Ion to Minter to Jackson to Matzek to Will Smith as they'll dance all night in the streets to the break of dawn. They're going to the World Series where they'll face the fucking Astros. I think that was a song. I missed that one up. Braves win the game 4-2. The series 4-2. No narrative here. The Braves advance to the World Series. Burn, baby, burn.
Great job, Trev. I
think
realize
I missed a few songs, man.
I didn't realize he tailor-made it to you with all that shower stuff. Pollock breaking things.
The last one, hold on.
I don't know what that song is, but they're going to the World Series where they face the fucking Astros.
Dance all night in the streets to the break of dawn. They're going to the World Series where they'll face the fucking Astros. Yeah, I don't know.
I know the dance all street to the break of dawn. Yeah. That was funny, man.
Golly. I felt like, you can kind of get into your inner Jake. I think everyone has an inner Jake in them.
What's going on, Bakers?
I rewatched the episode where you filled in for Jake on Wake and Jake pretty recently. It's good stuff. Just a 25-minute Jake impression.
Yeah, that was funny.
That is exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Cat scratch fever. Eddie Rosario. I've seen him in the shower. That's my Jake impression. Great burn. I like my peaches on the hot corner, young thick. Ground rule double. 2 bases for each one of those juicy honey hams he has rumbling in his pants. Man. All right. You say you want to talk about that at bat. After we finish this and before I go play disc golf, I think I'm going to try and I have the breakdown, like the footage done, because I don't know what Buehler was doing. Like, in that at bat with Rosario, the 3-run homer. And obviously Walker Buehler wins best friend of the year. We've had him on the show. He doesn't care about us, but we like him. Cutter's his second most used pitch, Trev. But I mean, it's almost like it's almost like him nor Will Smith read Eddie Rosario's body language or swings at all.
They just showed it too much, man. Like, they get the 2 quick strikes, right? I think it was 0-2, 2 cutters. And then they try to go up and away with the 2-seamer. And they did that once. And it was a ball out of the hand. And Eddie was kind of flinching at it. So you knew it was a good pitch if he put it where he wanted to. Then they go back in with the cutter, and Eddie has a good swing at that one. And I thought you could have went either way. You could have went back to the 2-seam up again, but they went, that's the more traditional route. Show them up there, come back in. Then they went back with it again, the 2-seamer that he fouled off. And then I thought that was their time to go back with it again, but they threw the cutter again, and Eddie just was right there to it. Like he saw it 5 times?
Yeah, BBD, I don't know if you're able to take this. I sent you a link. Oh, it doesn't come up the right way. If you change the at bat to at bat number 35, if you scroll down and then put that on screen, it shows you. I wonder if a screenshot would have worked better. It shows you the pitching, and I mean it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cutters, bell tie,
all in the same
right
spot.
down the 2 right down the middle, and then 3 on the inside.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the breakdown, I'm kind of going to slow it down and just like really show pitch by pitch, because the first pitch is right down the middle and Eddie swings big. So maybe that makes Walker think, oh, he's not seeing that. But then there it is. Then the one he fouls off, pitch number 5 or pitch number, I think it's pitch number 5.
That's the 2-seamer outside, right?
No, cutter. They fouled
cutter?
off. It's right down the middle.
Pitch 5. Yeah, okay.
Rosario swings at that, misses it, and you can see him do the when batters do they swing and then they jump back, and you're like, okay, well that's what he's looking for. That's the like universal baseball sign for fuck. That was the pitch I wanted, and then they brought it right back 2 pitches later, and he smacks it. So good at bat by Rosario. But I thought Walker and Smith had to like pivot. Like, why not 0-2 a breaking ball? The changeup had worked like a batter before. So I don't know. It was just kind of I even think Brandon McCarthy tweeted out like as a weird sequence.
Very weird sequence. And maybe you point to what we were talking about before about him coming in on short rest and his location not being as sharp and his pitches not being as sharp. Eddie sees that thing, and if he gets it in, it's a good pitch, but he didn't get it in far enough.
Yeah. Badass.
But Eddie's hot, dude. He's hot. He's not gonna, when you're locked in like that, like you're not missing that pitch. Like your barrel's gonna get to it. So if a pitcher executes a good pitch on you, okay. But if you miss your spot with a guy like Eddie, I mean, how many hits did he have in this series? Like 15 or something?
I don't know, but his face in between pitches was cracking me up. It was just like, like almost like a little kid like drifting off to sleep, but still staring at the TV with all their like force.
It's really funny because like we talked about, everyone that's ever played with him says the same thing. He's ready for the big moment, loves the big moment. Big moments come.
Let's see. In this series, he had 14 hits.
14.
He had a 607 on base percentage. And a 1.0 slugging, because of his 14 hits, 5 were extra base hits. 3 of them were home runs. That's insane.
Good for him, man.
He get MVP?
He did.
Yeah. All right. The other thing that we got to talk about, and maybe there's more, is Matzek, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't even really get it because, again, it's not like you can be like, what an approach in the at-bat against Mookie. It's just 3 fastballs right down the middle. He did like quick pitch him on one of them with like slide step type thing. But if anything, it's kind of that Lance Lynn energy, just pitching with confidence and filling in the zone. And sometimes that can like rub off. I don't know. What do you got on all of that? The Matzek stuff.
You could tell by the end there with the Betts at bat that he knew, like he had that feeling with the baseball. He knew that he was throwing shit that wasn't going to be hit. Like sometimes pitchers get that feeling. Like if I throw the pitch I want to throw, he ain't hitting it. And that's what happened, man. He dominated. Dude. Pujols, Souza, But Betts too? Like, it was the most impressive thing I've seen this postseason. Like, for him to come in and shut the door like that. Second and third, nobody out. And come in and just dominate. There's no other word for it.
No.
He
Strikeout,
knew.
strikeout,
He knew.
strikeout.
So cool,
And then he came back for the next inning and he goes strikeout again. You're like, holy shit. And then I think Trey Turner and Will Smith were like, I'm not striking out. I'm going to swing early. And they both grind out to Young Thick at third base.
Damn, man.
Braves defense was great. Like Freddie with some of those picks. Because that one to Riley had that weird hop and then he spikes it.
The Braves wanted to close it out and they did it, man. I didn't even know Matzek's whole story. Did you?
No, and I still don't. So Braves fans, if you're in the chat, like, please, because at one point, whatever announcer said it was like from electrician to.
Well, he was like a first rounder. Then he developed like the yips, man.
What did he say?
Bounced around orgs, went to indie ball, and I think they signed him out of indie ball.
Yeah, he must have been doing electrician stuff in his like free time because they dropped the line. I don't know what the second word was because it also started with E, but it was damn. I'd like the line.
For him to pitch this many freaking games, Jim, and still have that. I mean, he's peaking right now.
How old is
pitching every freaking game?
Yeah, it's kind of scary. You know what's sneaky? From electrician to electric, maybe. Soler got a double in his last at bat. And to me, that was a World Series double. That was just to the Astros. That was, we haven't needed them. We haven't needed him yet.
What are they going to do?
But check this out, because he's going to be part of the next one. You know, if he strikes out there, you're like, oh, so maybe they don't need Soler. He gets a double. You're like, okay, that's just another piece we're adding, Houston. That was a double for the World Series.
Do you platoon him?
Yes. From electrician to legend was the line. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. It's big. Yeah. That's a big wrinkle there, Soler. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, good for them. Have another option.
Yeah, I really don't know. What are they gonna do? I mean, does Jock go back to the bench?
DH in the AL in Houston. Or Jock will DH. I don't know.
Or Jock DHs. Because what were they doing? It was the bench, right?
With Jock, yeah.
Against Milwaukee. Was Soler out? I'm so lost. Was Soler out already for that, or was he there?
No.
I think he was just out for the CS.
This series.
Yeah, so he was batting leadoff, playing right field, and Jock was on the bench. So I wonder if they go straight back to that. Rosario in left, Duvall in center. How come they pinch ran for him? Like, he got a hustle double, and then they put in Heredia. I'm guessing they probably wanted him for defense anyway. I was like,
maybe some COVID stuff, like your body, not
have some fun.
He's not 100% yet.
Yeah, maybe he's not 100%. They don't want to like him busting his ass. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you hear the Jock story about the pearls? Like someone interviewed the jeweler. Jock texted him. So because Jock's been cryptic about it, but the jeweler, who's a baseball jeweler, Happy Jewelry or something like that. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but Jock texted him, was like, hey, I want to do something different. I want to do pearls. And he was like, pearls are for women. And Jock was like, yeah, I love it. And then they sent him over the first pearls, and Jock was like, those are too small. And then they had to, when they got all the pearls, they had to string them together, and they put knots in between each bead, which I guess isn't normal, in case they came off. They didn't want them to roll all over the baseball field.
That'd be a visual. I like that.
Yeah, but a lot of people were glorifying it like there's grandma's pearls, or he just found them somewhere, threw them on because they thought it'd be funnier. But no, he specifically requested pearls.
I do want to say this. Pearls are already hot in the streets, okay? My buddy has been doing pearls for a while now. So I don't know if it was a total independent jock thought. I'm just going to say that out there.
I didn't know
Justin
pearls were
Bieber's
hot.
wearing pearls right now, too.
He is?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it's a cool thing. It's a vibe. Jake does it too, you know? Those are 3 really cool people.
Jake's got beads.
Jake, Jock, and Justin. That's like a boy band.
Chat is telling me that's normal for high-end pearls. I just read an article and relayed the info. I'm not a pearl expert. Please
chat.
don't put me please
The
don't
chat
put me
knows
on.
everything.
That's actually how pearls work.
Let's
Okay.
go, chat. It's a big W right there.
No, we were a pearl expert pod.
Sorry for sharing the article with everyone. Tyler Matzek does not follow us.
That's tough.
All right, you have any thoughts on the Dodgers here, Trev? I mean, they don't win their division. They do beat the Giants. Obviously, Walker had to pitch on short rest twice, which is a bit of a bummer because his postseason numbers were like amazing. And Scherzer comes out to pitch the 9th in Game 5 against the Giants, and looking back, I know it was a close game, but the Dodgers have such a big bullpen. Like, if he doesn't do that, does he pitch this game? Because I think he was on record saying he doesn't regret it, but maybe he overdid it. And you know, like, it worked. We love it, but Jansen's been amazing at getting saves, and their bullpen's been good. So, like, did that do him in?
The 2 teams that are in the World Series went traditional with their pitching. They had their starters. They didn't use, I mean, Houston had to do, a bullpen day, but like their starters were their starters.
Well, yeah,
and the
he's going to
relievers
do
were
a
the
couple.
relievers. Yeah.
Framber and Garcia stepped up at the end there.
And so they were just more fresh. You know, the Red Sox used Nate in the pen. They used Pivetta in different situations. The Dodgers had to do the same thing. I think we just saw at the end guys getting fatigued, stuff just being a tick down. And we talked about it all season. There was so many injuries this season coming off the 60 game. And I think it caught up to some of the guys at the end. So I think that was tough for them. And going into the playoffs, we thought the Dodgers had the strongest starting pitching, that they could just go and use their starters, but they didn't use them the traditional way, which
and obviously
I think ended up biting them.
Kershaw getting hurt at the end there when they thought he was going to come back. That stinks. But yeah, who could they have used? Like,
don't you think it'd be better off if they went Scherzer, Walker, Urias, Gonsolin, and tried to use those 4 guys and then use their bullpen, like just a traditional type of way? I think they would have been better off.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this puts emphasis on win the division.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wonder if you do it again, like, was Scherzer just for show in Game 5? They didn't use Kelly, they didn't use Vesia, they didn't use some other guys.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the Dodgers have an elite bullpen. They have 4 or 5 guys at the end there, like definitely 4, maybe 5 guys who they really trusted there at the end.
Yeah, I wonder if they look back on it and they say Scherzer was kind of more of a statement to save that game, and maybe you save him. But also, I mean, they had to do the wild card game, so they were set back from the beginning, and the Braves didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
and the Braves didn't go 5 in the DS. Right? They went 4?
Yes.
I think they did. I think they went 4.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would have went back to Milwaukee. So, win your division.
Yeah, win the division.
Win your division.
Braves proven. Braves are just hot right now, too. They are so hot, man. in all facets. They're pitching well. They're playing good D. They're hitting. At the end of the game yesterday, we were talking about how the bottom part of the lineup for the Dodgers was hot, and they came up at the end of the game. I thought that was a kind of a cool little sequence there. Those guys, man, Pollock earned himself some money. CT3 earned himself some money. Dodgers got a lot of questions going into the offseason.
CT3 earned him a lot of money. It's cool if the Braves win the World Series, as you predicted. MLB is kind of just putting its parity on display again, which I think it has the best parity of the top four. I think actually the NFL rivals it. I was doing this last night, but I don't really fully trust my math. But I believe out of the last 20 champions in the NHL, it's been 11 teams. In the NBA, it's only been 10. NBA obviously has terrible parity.
It's always been.
MLB has 14. This would make it 15 if the Braves win. The Astros win, stays. And the NFL has 13. NBA has worse parity than for a while there. Maybe the Bucks winning change it. For a while, the NBA had worse parity in champions than women's basketball, college basketball.
Well, at least top and NBA's always been like eras with dynasties and stuff.
Yeah. Baseball's nuts.
5 guys play.
This is the first time the Braves have been in the World Series since '99, and they've won their division 5 times in a row now, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a tough playoff format, and it's hard to get into the playoffs. And then the 7-game series, it's just
no team has repeated from '98 since the '98 to 2000 Yankees.
Baseball's such a unique sport in the way, like, you have to approach the postseason completely different than you approach the regular season in these 7-game series. You could say the same for some other sports, but I think it's more paramount in baseball. Like the way you have to set up your pitching and, the way that, the do or die games make you do a lot of silly stuff. It makes me think like the Dodgers, I wish they would have just approached it a little bit more traditional. Although I'm obviously happy for the Braves, but
yeah, obviously the pitching makes it so unique of a sport. Yes. Imagine if you quarterbacks got tired and then you just had to change your quarterback.
Yeah.
That's like an unbelievable thought process, but that's how baseball basically works.
That's
nuts.
That's much better way to put it. That's good.
Imagine you played like 4 games and just 4 different quarterbacks had to play. You'd be like,
imagine how much more quarterbacks would be worth. They're already worth like $50 million a year.
Yeah. Tough thing is it's so much harder to be a top level quarterback than it is to be a top level pitcher. It seems there's only like 10 quarterbacks.
If that.
Yeah. If that.
There's like 15 guys you're just comfortable having, let alone being really good.
Yeah.
Football pod.
Always happening. Check out there's a Talkin Football YouTube account on JOMBOY Media. Bobby Skinner, Justin Pennick do a ton of in-depth breakdowns and chatter. It's growing slowly. They started this year. So if you want to go, Bobby's smart. He's like really good at making breakdown films. They're not like more silly like mine are. They're actually detailed football breakdowns. Yeah. It's cool. We got anything else? I mean, this is only a 1-game recap episode. We're going to preview the World Series with Jake. It's Sunday. You got to go coach your kids and Little League. I'm going to go play disc golf with my parents, my dad and my father-in-law, and my brother. Oh, it's flag football?
Flag football today.
Hell yeah.
The Red Eye Cobras.
You're the coach today, right? You're running the show.
Yeah.
You call the plays, Trev?
Yeah.
The gut.
All right, what's your favorite?
Not a lot of plays. Our playbook's it's not a big playbook.
Where's Teddy play?
Your system.
We rotate. Everyone gets a turn to run the ball. There's only 5 people. We have 6 people on our team, 4 girls, 2 boys. the girls are like 3 years old. It's hilarious. It's
When Teddy's quarterback, do you have like special plays you save for that?
we don't throw that often.
Okay.
We're a running team, run heavy.
Todd Frazier, his son, played flag football. I went and watched once. He was just running all over the kids.
That's awesome.
Little Blake.
I love it.
All right, we'll see you. Well, we don't know if we're doing it tomorrow or Tuesday. I guess it really depends if what information we get out of the Braves and the Astros. Like if we don't know that they're starting tomorrow, then it's probably not worth doing a recap.
We should do it Tuesday. Makes more sense.
Yeah, I
We'll
thought we wouldn't
definitely
have
have
something Tuesday, so
information
I have a meeting at sometime Tuesday, so it might be earlier or later than our normal time.
If we need to
Or I
do it
can move
tomorrow,
that.
we can do it tomorrow.
We'll figure it out.
Are we teasing news right now or something?
No, I just have a meeting. I wish we could tease.
Tease. Oh, now it looks super crispy.
Wish we could tease news. Don't need to be doing this on air. Oh no, my meeting's at 3 Eastern, so we're good to do it
We're
Tuesday.
good.
Either way.
Tuesday.
Do it Tuesday. Everyone enjoy their Monday.
Love you, chat. Thank you for being Pearl experts.
Yes,
Needed that.
we need help sometimes.
That's why we use the chat.
Raising 6. Please let me get this right.
Cool.
Jake.